Hello everyone, just doing a little stream, doing some arena, continuing to test out my setup and see how it goes. Trying to add music into my stream. Let's go take a little bit of work. Let's see. Guess I wouldn't mind trying to see if I can get some people in here. Let's see. It's always challenging for me to figure out all these different pieces of the of just the streaming. So let's see here. See if I can find myself. If I can find myself, I'll be able to get a URL to send to my alliance. See, this is where there I am live now. Okay, well, let's invite some 4 Lokis in here and see if that gets any. Boy, these wars are turning to in war. So okay, tonight I'm just gonna do some arena and yeah. See if I can get my dashboard. Okay, that's good. This is a basic. Let's see. Actually, got a lot of I got a lot of grinding to do. Hi Art, welcome. Trying to just do some arena. I really need to get this basic done tonight and tomorrow. Boy, what a crazy war this is. It's like the war of things. You know, it's like I feel like 90% of the fights have been about having to battle things on various nodes. It's good though. I mean, even though we're losing right now, it's really giving us a chance to figure out how to fight them on various nodes. The takedown by Cam was amazing. I mean, just the amount of damage he was doing with his blocked hits, I mean, it practically was just as good as hitting him regularly. And the best part is that it doesn't cause the unstoppable, or I guess it does make the rock charges increase, but that doesn't really matter if you're hitting into the block. Yeah, I know. Such good players. Boy, such amazing players. I mean, everyone did really well. I mean, to have 3 deaths to such a stacked defense. I can't remember on your path. I think you had a couple of tough fights, if I remember, too. You had Emma. I guess that's pretty normal at the end. And yeah, I know it's yeah. I mean, wars against alliance like MMX can only help us in the end. And I'm still hopeful we might actually pull it out and get the victory. It's not too far behind as far as the score goes, and I haven't looked lately, but maybe we're about the we might be a lot of. They might have to have a lot of attacks still to complete it. I have not been psyched to do arena lately. It's just been the literal grind. I really should have gone Diablo though. I had thought about it, and then I thought he was going to go too high, so I ended up not grinding for him, but I could have easily put up 20 million. Yeah, it'd be great. I'd love to see how we're doing. I guess I could just look now, but might give away secret information about our lines. I know, I saw the chat. It looks like 12 to 14. Oh, that's good. I saw the chat. Looks like BG's preparing to go against the Thing boss. I have a lot of faith in BG. I think he'll be able to pull it off. I guess going with Void is good. I must admit I haven't practiced too much against Thing, but if Void can get his debuffs on Thing and be able to cause damage, then that seems to be hopefully an effective way of dealing with him. Art, you're the one. You have a Thing. I think I remember you getting it. Yeah, I really regret not opening more future Grandmasters to get Thing. It seems like a good strategy might be to have a couple of dupes. I could instantly rank 5, rank 4 champion now, and rank 4 seem to be doing a pretty good job. Well, I guess I now have to wait for whenever he gets added, or I mean, I guess this crystal will come around again, but it's usually in a few months. I was watching Pete's stream earlier. He's having the same motivation problems with the grind. It's one of those things where, after a while, it just sort of, it's hard to get psyched to continue to go into the arena. The only thing good is trying to get the stream going at the same time. At least I can have something to do. I need to work a little more on the streams. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Oh my god, he's going to be such a good defender. I mean, he already is such a great defender. He's the best in the game. The thing about defenders is, it's I guess it's true of all champs. It's like you rank them up and then they're good for a while, but then either there's counters or everyone figures them out, and then they're less good. But I mean, that's the nature of any of the characters. I guess it's the same with attackers too. Like at one point, my first 5-star was Hulk, and I got him to rank 4 as my first rank 4 5-star, and that's all I used for a long time. And now, I mean, people laugh at me when they see I have a rank 4 Hulk. He was so much fun to play, even though when I ranked him to rank 4, he still had a reputation of not being that great, but I didn't care. I just had fun playing him. Still trying to think about who I want to move towards next. I'm sort of interested to see who the next couple of Fantastic Four characters are. I have one Science Awakening gem, and I guess I just want to wait and see how, I guess, the Invisible Girl, the Human Torch, and Mr. Fantastic are the rest of them. Can't imagine any of them to be as good a defender as the Thing is. I mean, he sort of is like made as a defender, a lot of armor, and unstoppable. The other ones, I mean, maybe the Human Torch with his fiery personality and abilities might cause a lot of incinerate damage. There's also the Invisible Girl. She might be ghost-esque type of character with some type of phase ability or invisibility, obviously. Yeah, I'm really excited for those characters. It's sort of nice that they have come into the game. They've been much needed. I still think there's a couple old characters that I want to see ranked up. Keep on lobbying for Wolverine to be made into a rank 5 character. Just think it'd be so cool. I was looking at my characters today since it was the level up event, and yeah, it's true, boy. After Diablo, that was a disaster of a mystic. He was so bad. Do you have a rank up gem or not a 4 to 5 gem? I always wonder about the character design. Do they just decide to like make a character like Diablo and not realize he's going to be so bad, or do they think he's going to be really good, and then it's sort of just once they start testing him, they realize what he's like. It seems like there's, I don't know if missed opportunity is the right word, but just maybe just a miss in general with him. Oh, you have a lot. Yeah, you're all set. Yeah, I remember when I had my when I finished variant, I was sort of mapping in my mind all my potential 4 to 5 rank ups. So the one I wanted the most was, of course, a Tech 4 to 5, and I got that because I wanted to get Infinity Man, not Infinity Man, Iron Man, Infinity. What was it? Infinity War Iron Man up to rank 5 because I want him as a defender. Mystic, I remember thinking definitely Magic. Hi, Dreamin'. Good to see you. See you trying to help out the BG1 decide on how to fight the boss. I'm trying to remember who did the boss. No, it was Cam who did the boss today. You were on the right side, I believe. I can't remember what path. Oh, face cam is next. You get to see my beautiful face. You know, this is only my second stream in my entire life, so I'm still just trying to get the basics. Yeah, how do you think Void will do? I mean, Brian's such an amazing Void fighter. I guess we'll see. All the debuffs work on him, I assume, so maybe, oh, thank you. I would say I am not very pretty, but it's very, very nice of you to say that. Yeah, Void, I wonder about. I think it would be an interesting fight. But I think you're right. I think you made a good suggestion. I mean, I don't know if we're at the point now where we want to just be testing on the boss. I mean, we still have a legitimate chance of winning this fight, over this war. Be a pretty nice victory considering that we haven't done all that well. Maybe undeserved victory. Though that's the way it is sometimes. I mean, their defense, oh man, is so strong. They have just stacked rosters. I had to fight Domino on 31 today. Oh, it's another ugly fight, but I managed to survive. The thing with Stark Spider-Man for me is that every time I start using him, I just get so impatient. You know, building up his poise charges is just time consuming, and I guess I need to start bringing in Blade for the synergy so I can start with 3. You know, I'll start trying to stack up my poises, but at some point there'll be an opening and I'll just go in, and then, or if I keep on trying to get the dexes going, I'll get backed up into the corner, and then I'm always really nervous about that, so I'll look for any opportunity to fight out quickly. Yeah, it's I don't know if I'm on the right character for Stark Spider-Man. Let's see. So when I looked, or Art said we were 12 to 14, I assume that's with all the diversity added in. And that's, how many more fights do we have left? It's 12 to 14 now. I just saw you post that online. What's going on in war? Have we turned the tide? Oh, is it 12 to 14 actual? Without the diversity. That'd be amazing. I think it'd be, of course, good to win this war, just so we're sure to Masters. It takes so much pressure off then. I mean, not that it really matters. We always play as hard as we can every war, I feel. But once we get Masters, it was definitely, as always the goal of every season. 3 times the thing on 43. Trying to remember. 43 is that, it's a node right to the right of the one I take on pass 7. That's the one with the regen. That's the one you fought with Crossbones. Oh, I love your Crossbones strategy. Oh man, your Crossbones strategy is so cool. It's I guess I was thinking, could you do the same with Elektra? Because she has the same thing, or Black Widow. But maybe they don't hit hard enough. Maybe Crossbones does with his Furies. it's good to see an old champ sort of shine again. I guess there'd never be a reason to rank for him. It seems like there's enough other ball killers. I mean, the Eigen. I guess the only problem with the Eigen is you have to ramp him up. But yeah, it was pretty impressive by Cam. Actually, I think that might be the most impressive fight that I've seen since I joined for Loki. Quite honestly, no, I don't know. I take that back. Maybe the one time there's a war where B Manny was fighting. I can't remember if it was a Domino or who it was, but he like finished a fight with 1% health left on. I've been thinking a lot about videos that I want to make. I mean, the war videos are sort of cheap and easy to make, just because I mean you just have to record your fights and then commentate to them. The Quake fights, was that the one against Thing? Yeah, no, I mean, amazing fight. I can't even like begin to get close to that level of skill, so I don't want to disparage it at all. There was that one post that someone did of of someone fighting, I believe, a Thing on stun immunity with a Quake. I mean, that was incredible. I don't know if that could be that type of skill could be easily replicated. Might be one of the best skilled players I've seen. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting for videos. I think it'd be interesting to make a video where you, yeah, like you had all these amazing fights, just made a compilation of them. Or I actually am going to do a video of crystal openings. I mean, you as a mathematician, you know, I was on a lucky streak. I think I opened up 10 featured grandmasters, and I got, who did I get? I got Darkhawk. I opened up, that was the thing. And then I opened up another 10, so that was 20 featured grandmaster crystals, and so, you know, I was 1 for 20, which is amazing. What's that, 5%? And then after that, I opened up, I bought 10 of the symbiote ones. My very first one was a symbiote, and so I had another 10. So then I was 2 for 30. What is 2 for 30? Roughly, I should know this easily, but talking and thinking at the same time. 10%? No, it's more than that. It's 15%, 14%. Well, it's pretty good. 15% chance? No, that's crazy. 1 in 10 is 10%. 2 in 20, 2 in 30. So let's call it 7%. So that's a 7% chance. So I mean, I was killing the odds on the featured grandmaster, and then after that, I opened a lot for Darkhawk. I want to say 60, and I got a Rhino, was what I got from all of that. And so with the Rhino, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's hard to talk and think math at the same time. I'm already a slow thinker. So now I'm up to, so it's 30, 60. I'm up to, I think I've opened 90 Grandmaster features since the beginning of this year, January 1st. I've got 3 5-star. So I think they say it's a 2% chance. So I'm a little ahead of that, but it's pretty close. But I want to sort of do this analysis through the entire year, just keep on looking at the odds. I mean, everyone always says, you know, the odds are rigged, and even I feel that sometimes, but, you know, it's like all types of probability. It's like it's not really evenly distributed. It's sometimes you, sometimes you have like 2 or 3 things in a row, and then you'll go a long time without it, but you sort of like just hang on to the 2 or 3 times in a row to remember the good luck. Yeah, I'm also, so I want to make a video about that. I think, what is it now, a couple of days till January ends. I've been tracking all the 5-star crystals I've opened and the champions I've got. I do have a theory, since I have so many characters, that Kabam favors like a player like me who has a lot of champions to give them new champions in their 5-star pool. I know it's another crazy, like, untrue theory, and we'll quickly, I'm sure, be able to disprove it through the honest lens of math. But what have I know? So I had the Darkhawk. That was for a feature, but I got Omega Red with my last pools, and I got Ghost not so long ago. Again, I just feel like the odds are low, but of course, my last one I got Spider-Gwen. I've also got Mordo, so, you know, I'm sure it's just legitimate RNG, but you know, it always feels like you're lucky or unlucky. Um, but yeah, so at the end of January, I'm going to make like a January 5-star crystal opening analysis, and I think that'll be hope an interesting video. A long time ago, I made some videos on some of the masteries, and as I look back my YouTube channel, which I sort of abandoned for a while, I saw that they had actually a good number of views. I was impressed, and then I was looking at the comments, which you know aren't that many, and people were saying how they like that sort of analysis type of, um, of video. And yeah, I agree. I mean, I think it's a little more cool than just watching someone fight when people are actually trying to. Oh yeah, we're up one. Oh, it's fantastic. I can't believe I actually thought there was no way we were going to win. Oh, it's so good. What is the attack like? Do they have a lot of fights left? Do we have a lot of fights left? And that'd be so great to pull off this victory. And then IX, I mean, yeah, they're such a stacked alliance with the characters, but it doesn't seem like their skill, well, the skill doesn't match the, well, I guess that's a bad thing to say. They are not as skilled as we are. No, we still have to have 2 thing bosses. I don't know, I have faith in us. I mean, look how well our battle group did against so many things. You know, I feel like the players we have in for Loki, Dubes or Brian, or I actually can't remember who's in BG2, Manny, B Manning, of course. I think those guys would be able to one-shot him. Nothing is more awesome than the pressure of having to one-shot the boss for the victory. I remember being in a couple of wars in your favorite alliance, J11, where one is like, I think it was tied, but we had diversity, and it came down to the very last fight with our leader, this guy named Mick Runner, who was a really cool cat, and he went in and fought, and it must have been all 29 of us watching the fight or watching the timer tick down, and then the fight stopped, and there the boss was with 5% left. Oh my God. I mean, I have many secret shames, but one would be the fact that I am no boss killer. A few times, I think I've tried the boss, and I think I did a Morning Star once in my alliance when we were definitely going to lose, and so I went in with Blade. I think I did alright, boy. Those fights, they're long, and I'm not a good long fight unless it's with Void. I don't know if I've ever one-shot a boss. I might possibly be our worst choice, but maybe with the pressure on, I would put it together and manage it. I have been enjoying these last 2 wars. I have had better fights on some of my nodes. I mean, it's I know Taters is really hard on himself because he does have more deaths, but boy, he has one of the hardest jobs. I mean, he switches paths, he uses different champions all the time. I mean, there's such an advantage when someone like myself has just basically the same path over and over, and I've learned the fights, and I sort of know what champion I'm going to use. I mean, Taters, he goes in against different fights with different people. Oh no, I don't mean that at all. I mean, that's the opposite. I think he's incredible. I guess now I have to burn this live stream. She never says this. And plus, all the time while like directing the alliance and taking care of things, just incredible. I think, I think it's just a lot of pressure, and it's also, I feel like when I fight in war, I have to be so focused that I go hide away in my my chalet and sit in my chair where I can be in my comfortable game position, and and even then I still manage to get hit 5 times against weak champions. I miss an evade or something. It's just he's really good. I do like the way that we clear our battle groups so quick. Yeah, J11 with Mick Runner, he was always like very slow. We'd always wait until there's like an hour left, which I guess makes sense because then you can see exactly what you have to do. And if you've definitely lost, there's sort of no sense in trying to continue on and use potions and things like that. But I just get impatient. I just want to finish the fight, do as well as we can, put all the pressure on the other team, and then we can just sort of sit back and watch. Hi, Cade. Good to see you. Oh, I'm so excited to wake up in the morning and hear your voice again. I must say I woke up at 5 in the morning. I was like, 5 in the morning for me, which I know is a good time back in the States. I thought would be the perfect time maybe so I could start streaming, but I woke up at 5 and just felt miserable. You know how it is getting up early. I wanted to do some more fights anyway, but yeah, I thought I'd replace you. That would, of course, be impossible, and I'm not going to be able to get up at 5 every morning anyway, so it's much better you were back. So I think I was secretly relieved when I saw in chat this morning that you were going to return. That way I could easily, yeah, I want to find a nice time to stream, though. If I could just stream sometime in an hour, and it seems like since most of Fort Loki is, of course, in the United States, that felt pretty perfect because all of you are awake and active at that time, and I don't mind getting up that early as long as I can go to bed early. Yes, watching all these streams, it seems like everyone has their time sort of carved out, and I guess I was watching Panama Peace today, and I think there was like 6 other streams going at the same time. I think Seaton was streaming, and Dave, and of course Panama Pete, and someone else. I mean, this is just... Yeah, it's true, we could. 10 of us, yeah. Yeah, I really love the idea. We got to do it. Maybe not this season, but one season we have to have, like if there's 10 of us who stream, we should really have like all of us in one battle group, all of us streaming the war at the same time, like a live war, all going. I just think that'd be, again, really fun for us, and it's just something different and unique that would be really cool for the community. It'd have to be after we had secured masters and yeah, be willing to scramble up one battle group for that purpose, and be willing to lose terribly, because I'm sure it'd be a disaster of a war. But yeah. And then I guess I wonder if you really were inventive, if someone could like put all those live streams together into one compilation video where you sort of have people talking at the same time and responding to the chat of the other people. Oh man, I mean, I think that would be visionary. So okay, well let's keep that in our minds, and then we can start planning. Yeah, I was talking to Dream about videos I want to make and art. Yeah, just trying to get creative and make something that's different and cool. I really want to incorporate math in my videos, just to try to, like I was thinking the other day, is trying to figure out how arena points were calculated. I mean, I can just go back on all these live videos and look at arena. I mean, maybe someone's already done it, but if I use a character, that gives me so many points, and how do you figure that out? And it doesn't matter who you're fighting. Maybe that would be, maybe that wouldn't be too interesting. But the thing that Dave just discovered with the masteries, I mean, that's a really good use of sort of analyzing the game with math. And I guess that's sort of an easy one, since I think it was him who noticed, or he said that he noticed that his Quake wasn't doing a higher damage when it dropped below 50, so it's pretty easy to test and show. But I'm always sort of curious about how all the mechanics of these games work underneath. Any news on the war? With the way I've set this up, I can't really see live chat. I guess it's not over for a long time still. What time is it now? It's 22:41, so I don't think the war ends till 1, so it's probably 3 hours or so left. I was trying to, I was also brainstorming about other videos I would make. You got a bit of Lee, that's good. Yeah. So there's the one I was talking about my crystal progression. I was talking about my, what was the one I was just thinking of? The arena points. Actually, that one doesn't sound very good. I don't know. There's some masteries that are worth testing out. That'd be good. I guess I haven't any huge questions on masteries of fighting arts boss. Oh yeah. Is that rank 4 thing? I hope they die a lot to him. I remember at MMX when I first got in, there was such a legendary alliance, and they had that one person for Groot. And then when Killmonger came out as the first like feature 5-star, how everyone like grinded so hard for him. Oh no, they still did it. It's terrible. Oh, I guess they still have one boss left. I don't know. Or maybe they have the other 2 battle groups. Yeah, this one's going to be close, this war. I mean, honestly, I don't know. We don't really deserve to win it. We had a lot of deaths today. So if we lost, it wouldn't be too bad. We have such a high rating now. It's like even I used to look at when we matched up with war, we would you know, I would see the matchup and it'd be like +10, you know, -50 if we won. I'd be like, oh, it's gonna be an easy alliance. But our war rating is so high that I don't think we have easy alliances that we face anymore. It seems like every alliance is either a fellow Masters alliance or fairly high Platinum 1 alliance. Even at SH10, I mean, they were still a good alliance. There are no easy victories anymore. So if we don't wrap up this, I mean, I'm sure we'll have another tough matchup. But with 3 wars left, I'm sure we'll win one of them. Sim Supreme, that was our boss. Yeah, I just ranked for him. He's an interesting character. I feel like he takes a lot of knowledge to play him well. There's the Mega Reddit pool not so long ago. I'll wait 1 round for him. Oh, is that who they use? Oh, that's who they used against thing. I got confused by the chat. Interesting. I mean, he does, after he does his SP3, he puts out all those bleeds. But I feel like those bleeds are a big part of his damage. Well, obviously they did it, so it must work. Maybe. Yeah, I guess Thing is so new. Everyone's still experimenting on him, trying to figure out how to fight him. Aside from dueling him, I haven't seen him in a war in any of my lanes. Today I had a science on the armor aggression node, but when I checked the scouter lens, it was a okay, he used Thing. Yeah, I mean Blade. That makes more sense. Blade seems to be a pretty good character against him. I mean, the fact that you can parry and wipe out three of the rock charges is definitely pretty powerful. But he does so much damage. I still think the Aegon that Cam used is and the crossbones. I think those are up there. What do you think, Dreamin? If you had a rank 5 crossbones, would that be effective against the Oh, what was I going to do? I was going to use Void. I think Void would have would have worked pretty well. I wonder. I guess I'd do and find out if Void's debuffs work on the thing. I mean, if they do, I have a feeling I could dance around that fight enough. Yeah, that would be. I guess it's one of those things where you don't want to commit to ranking up your exponents to see if you could or couldn't. But that would be pretty cool. Though I guess again, it seems like on the boss there's plenty of counters. If Blade's working and Aegon's working, then there's no need. The one that you do is specific because on that flare it has that aggression regeneration, so you just have to be able to hit him really frequently. And so I guess if you the exponents is good because he can eliminate rock charges with his reduction of defensive ability, and so it seems like he's really just specialized for that. Is my guess. Do we know when Brian's going to go in against his fight, or I guess maybe they're still trying to decide who is going to do that one? Sort of hope it's Brian. He has a pretty great internet. Oh, we have an amazing internet. Why does it seem bad? Maybe we have terrible internet. I don't know. I guess I don't really know how to judge it. It always seems to work well here. Yeah, Switzerland. I mean, it's small, so I think it's easy to get cables everywhere here. We just, have one long valley and then Lake Geneva, and that's essentially the country. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I need to pick your brain sometime, Cade. I don't know what it sounds like. I'm listening on my headphones and I hear the music of my game, but I don't think you hear the music of. I think you just hear my voice and listen to the playback. I'd like to get some music, maybe some soft jazz or some easy listening to go along with my stream. Or maybe some, I don't know, ghetto rap. I just think that would help a little bit. I was listening to Pete. He had some playlists going, and it was really good. That just added to the stream. Can use the music to fill some of this dead space as I try to figure out what to say next. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about streaming. It's like all these things you sort of discover, which of course I'm sure you and everyone else who streams knows. Just you feel obligated to continually talk, and what happens when you're around things to say? I guess you just stop talking about whatever random thing is in front of you. Like I like Pete's cat today. And my cat's, of course, sitting on my lap right now. She is always willing to walk on the keyboards whenever I'm trying to do anything. And Brian, watching him, and he's just so effortless. And same with you, Kate. I mean, you just keep on going and can have this like stream of consciousness conversation. Let's see, is it time to start using my better champions? I'm a win streak 7. I usually try to use one more set of my rank 2s. Dusty. I don't know enough guys in ASR. I think one of my favorite players from J11's over there, this guy named Warlord Ish. He was just, I don't know, he was just, what's the right word of saying it? It's just cool, He's an amazing fighter. But he had this personality that was both fun and annoying at the same time. And yeah, I could tell. I think he was in MNG for a while, and then he left because he just got tired of all the pressure. But I think they made like this whole set of line emojis about him, line stickers. Did they have a guest? Yes. The other thing I noticed. When you have guests on, I see that looks really cool. I guess I don't understand what the Discord server is. It's sort of how out of touch I am with a lot of these things. Is it like you do calls through Skype, or does Discord somehow allow you to do it, or do you just have them do some type of audio chat in? Yeah, it'd be another thing I'd like to try someday. Yeah, the world of streaming opens up so many possibilities. I think it affects your game though. I've noticed, like, as I've tried to make more videos, you know, and then also try to work and make a living. And do you ever use Slack for work? Discord is very similar. No, I've never heard Slack. Is Discord is just like a chat room? Maybe that's my simplistic understanding. That's what it seems to me. I guess I don't really go in there very much. Between line and yeah, between line and that's it. That seems to be all the chat I can handle in my life. Oh, this invisibility. Why are you invisible? Who was fighting with Hood today? Someone was complaining about him. Oh, it's Pete. Oh, that's right. Maybe he had a death today. Yeah, he was, oh, he had to go against Gwenpool, and he couldn't use his ghost, and so he went in with his 550 Hood, and I think died. I can't imagine using a 550 Hood anymore. I wouldn't even be comfortable, like, fighting, like, Node 4 or Node 1 with that. I mean, he's already a character that's not that great, and then to be in war. I was trying to think why Gwenpool is such a good champion against Ghost. I mean, I know her signature ability doesn't allow her to die from specials, but couldn't you get her reduced enough that you could then just finish her off through normal means? I feel like there's something I'm missing about Gwenpool. There's Darkhawk in action. He is, I think, the most beautiful design character. I mean, he looks so good. I like all of his effects, how he changes from state to state. He's just gorgeous. You know, I think Diablo looked pretty cool too. But he just, I don't know. I guess they're doing a better job of making new ones. I mean, Thing looks awful. He's way too cartoonish. He's just like sort of grotesque and out of proportions. So I guess, I don't know. I don't think they really did a good job with him. Power Shield. Power Shield. Oh, that's right, because you can only use your specials. Very clever. Yeah, there's this whole other world of defenses and alliance war that I am totally oblivious to. I don't know how people do it. I mean, I feel, you know, just playing this game and doing the arena a little bit and doing all the quests and keeping up with all the events is like all I can do. I don't know how someone like Taters can also do all that, plus figure out all these things for war and make power rating spreadsheets. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good part of this game. You can just go and do whatever you want. Hi, Rule Kushwa. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well yourself. Welcome to my stream. It's good to see a non-4Loki face in here. Not that I don't love all my 4Loki brothers, but I definitely want to start expanding my channel. It's I guess part of the game you play as a YouTuber is trying to figure out how to get your channel popular and out there. And I mean, luckily I can start in 4Loki, which has a lot of people who are willing to jump into streams and listen to me talk for an hour or two. But yeah, I hope more people start discovering me and join the streams, because that's just more fun. Where are you at, Raul? And I hope I'm saying your name right, Rahul. Let's see, 8. So usually at 8 in my streak, I still try to get one more easy fight in. I try to get 2 more fights in, but it's too hard streaming, so I'm just going to go right to my better champions and and go, I guess, starting to fight the Thanos teams. Yep, here they are. I used to love the classic Thanos team. I think it's this one, where it's always the same. Is it, no, it's not. It's Cable, Medusa, Gwenpool. I think that's right. Boy, I remember before the 5-star arena came out, you know, you'd fight those for every Thanos Kang team battle. Thanks. Yeah, I know, it's really good. I was thinking about it the other day because, well, I was thinking about today. Pete was in his stream. I was watching him and he was talking about my roster. You know, I feel like, well, I am like a mini crystal whale, which, you know, is not something I really ever want to become. But yeah, I've opened up a lot of crystals in my life. Probably still a fraction of what he opens up. Maybe I would say 100th, maybe 1,000th. But yeah, no, I've really enjoyed getting the characters and playing with them. They're just so much fun. That's the only thing that well, I'll say that's the thing I liked most about Variant. Variant was so awesome because you were forced to use all these characters you just don't use that much. I mean, I loved using Gulk and Hawkeye and just, you know, ranking for a couple characters that just hadn't used much just to try them out. Yeah, I think Variant might be the best gameplay that Kabam has made in a long time, both because it was fun and challenging, but then also the restrictions on the classes. I mean, when we did the Cosmic with the you're like, you had to check there. Yeah, well, I'll take that compliment. Thank you. Yeah, what was I saying about Variant? Oh no, what I was saying about, yeah, just getting a chance to play these other characters. Like, it'd be interesting to make some events where you couldn't bring anything more powerful than a rank 3 5-star. And you know, I think there'd be two really cool things about that. One is you'd open the game up to players who didn't have like such endgame-esque rosters, and also you would allow to yeah, just force people like myself to use these other characters. So I missed the whole phase of opening crystals. Oh, if that's the phase, then be glad you missed it. Yeah, I was talking to Dream about the odds, and right now for this year, what did I say? I'm 3 for 90, so I'm actually ahead of the curve, but I mean, it's 900 francs for 3 5-stars. Yeah, it is ridiculous when you really think about it. Yeah, I don't know. The Event of the Duck and thing, they really tempted me. I'd been good. I don't think I'd really been tempted for a while to try to go for a character in the crystals. It's the Kabam. They're masters of feeding an addiction. Well, let's see. Okay, there we go. Now we got the classic Kang and Thanos teams. Let's see if it happens. And there it is. Boy, it's like brings back memories. This group of champions to fight. Yeah, the fighting these champions. I was thinking about Alliance Quest the other day, where Lady Trashcan. Let me guess who that is. I'm guessing Kamala Khan or She-Hulk. Or I guess we'll go with the here's the one, not Iron Patriot, but Hulkbuster. Proxima. God, I'm the only one. I love Proxima. She's so awesome. I think she's great, and I think once we get a quest that really suits her, like, you know, maybe the second Labyrinth of Legends, or something that's just you're always doing 100 hit combos, she's going to be amazing, or 200 hit combos. It's I don't know, having a cool champ that not everyone else likes, and Proxima is definitely it for me. Who's like the epitome of that? Uh, Maybe Brian is a little bit. No. Who's the person? I think Cam. Oh yeah, Cam is definitely the guy, because he's always getting the different champs, and Pete too. They always find these interesting champs that are a little less conventional and really use them well, and that's so cool to see. Oops, I just ran into that special. I think Void is absolutely the best character. I mean, he, has his weaknesses. He has his win pool times where he's not that great, but like in Trials of the Alchemist, I feel like almost every fight is pretty easy with Void. I mean, you just get the debuffs on. If they have some type of weird regeneration or strong regeneration, that just totally melts them. And if they don't, same thing. I mean, the buffs just get them. Well, I guess I'm glad that not a lot of people talk about Void. And maybe it's just because I'm so used to playing him because I always use him on Path 7. But oh man, he is so strong. I think he might be. He and Ghost. Ghost, yeah. I mean, Ghost really does have that. What's the English word? Criteria. Can't think of it. Ghost has that. Well, you have to be able to play her really well, and she has a funny play style. So even though I think she might technically be the best player, that she is not, because she's so hard to play. Void, on the other hand, Ghost is the best currently. Yeah, I mean, if you could play her, she is. You got pretty good at her dreaming. Is that who you run mostly in war now? I feel like if we really want to be a cool alliance, we'd just have everyone with rank 5 ghosts, and then we could upload all these Alliance War videos. So it's just saying Ghosts does it again, easy with Ghosts, took 20 seconds with Ghost. That would be really annoying. I don't know, Dreamin'. You are a great player. I know you don't like to admit it, and I know it seems like no one in our battle group will admit it, but that's the truth. Yeah, I tried to play her. I ranked for her just to try her and see. I think she's amazingly fun. I would not trust myself at all in any type of fight that mattered. I think I'm trying to think the hardest parts for me. Well, the first part is just trying to time when she's. Yes, I know. You're mega humble. Trying to figure out when to intercept their attacks. Even intercepting their basic attacks is challenging. You don't have that big an opening. The dash back, and then knowing when to wait for them to come in and attack, or do you parry. Yeah, it's all very fine timing. I mean, we're talking like, half a second difference is success and failure. So yeah, certainly I know if you play well, she's amazing, and yeah, obviously people are able to do it. I think there's a skill in this game that it's much like a sprinter, the 100-meter dash. It's like lots of people can get good at it, but of course there's a few people who are amazing at it, and I think that's true of this game. I think, again, like I've said before, I see a few people like the one video of the guy in Quake. I mean, there's some people that like amazing ability, and maybe playing like millions of hours of video games that have given it to them. I really was out of video games. When I was young, I loved video games, and I played them all the time. And then after a while, I just stopped playing them. There wasn't any that interested me. And then I'd sort of start playing them. I played a lot of the apps. I'd buy some game and play it, and but it never really held my interest. And And then I discovered this, 2 years ago, and have just been utterly addicted. Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of skill, and it's a simple game in a way, but there's just enough nuances that make it, incredibly skill dependent. Um, and yeah, I think that's why it also keeps it interesting. And then of course you get to have these very unskilled battles in arena where you just grind for days and days against these pathetically easy fights. I remember once I was grinding. Who was I grinding for? I was grinding for Emma Frost. And, have I done the trials today? Yeah, Trials of the Alchemist, I did. I had a lot of fun with them today. I actually really like that content too. Yeah, I would have live streamed, but Pete was live streaming right. Was Pete doing it right when I was doing it? I think so too. I was actually sort of racing Pete. I do have to say I did beat him, so I guess that means I'm a much better player than he is, and I'd appreciate it if no one ever told him I said that. Yeah, maybe next time I'll save it for a live stream. Maybe I'll do them tomorrow. I have a feeling the pressure might crack me now. Hello, R8. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see some new people in here. You can see, R8, the chat is dominated by a couple of people. You know them. Good. So. You have to tell me something about yourself, R8. Are you former for Loki? Are you in a rival alliance? Are you... Or, yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh, man. Every time I play the champion, I just, regret comes back. I can't believe I put so many 6 stones in him. Oh, what a mistake. What a bad champion. Guess I've only made that mistake once. And now I learn better. He is sort of fun to play, I must say. I do like playing him in arena here. He has that pretty nice animations. I like the way his how's your Worth MMX? It is exciting. So I'm trying to think how to recap it. So we started poorly. But it was, I think we died 3 times really quick. Maybe we were down 0-3. Well, that's fine. Plat 1 is super cool too. There's nothing wrong with that. So we died 3 times. It's like 0-3. And then we sort of traded back and forth. It's like 3-3, 4-4, 5-5, 6-6. And then, yeah, then we just had a bad time where just giving up deaths left and right. I think at one point it was like 7-14. And then we finished it out. But I wouldn't say we had a lot of poor deaths. I mean, again, such a stacked defense. But now was 7-14, and we've been slowly getting back into it. We, I guess, cleared a lot more than they have, and I think we might be ahead. Actually, I can't tell. Might be one ahead, but I think we still have 2 balls to clear, so it's going to be close. It's been a great war. And yeah, if we win, it would be spectacular. And if we lose, it will be okay. Yeah, I feel like we haven't really had any close wars this season either. Well, I guess MNG was pretty close, but in the end we sort of lost it. Against NY, we totally did terrible. The death to Medusa was bad. Oh no. It was that Cade. I think it was, if I remember right. It's true. That's true. It was. Yeah, boy, first war with ISO seems like a year ago now. I can't remember it. Yeah, it was a really good war. Logs out. I don't know what that means, but probably directed towards Dreamin'. Man, Dreaming, if I may speak for him, is crushing it with his exponents. We're talking rank 4 exponents. This is the second time he's faced Thing, and he has absolutely annihilated him. It is the, yeah, it's definitely the secret recipe against Thing on that node. Well, I go back to the comments about it being a skill game. I think, oh, only 455. Yeah, still, yeah. I think you have to, from watching Dreamin's play, you just have to be so aggressive. You just have to keep on hitting, getting your Furies up. I think spamming your SP1, correct me if I'm wrong, to continue building out Furies. And yeah, I guess I'd be really worried if all of a sudden you had to, he didn't throw a special and the Furies dropped off and started regenerating. But, it's so far it's worked well. But again, I think it's mostly due to a preponderance of skill. Yeah, actually, we've done very well against. Can't get that overrun right away. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I was watching that fights. Oops, that's not a good sign. So we might have a very short time left in the stream, as my battery's running low. It's probably about time to go to sleep anyway. Yeah, we have 3 things in our battle group today. I think we did, at least 2, including the Thing boss, and we got them all, and then died to Gwenpool. So that was sort of our war today. Just 2, okay. Yeah, just the boss and the one faced by Dreamin'. That's a pretty good strategy. If I was MMX, I would guess that almost all of them have a Thing and probably can get them to rank 4 because we can rank them so quickly. I wonder what it'd be like if you made a defense with 10 Things. Because it's such a specific character that, we need such a specific counter that, maybe some past people wouldn't bring the right characters. I guess if you have, almost everyone has a Blade or a Void, trying to think, but Ghosts won't do well against it. That's true, because he would just Quake them all. He would be sending him from lane to lane, Quake after another. Yeah, it's true. You'd have to make sure you have people with Quake. But yeah, I don't know. Again, that'd be a fun tactic if you had a war to spare, if you'd already made Masters or Platinum and just wanted to play around, and of course had everyone in your alliance had a Thing. Yeah, it's I guess that's sort of what MMX is at now. They definitely haven't had much diversity, or have had less diversity than I've seen in a long time with all these placements. And it's worked. It certainly have thrown us off. I guess I don't know war enough. I guess, is it every three times or 3 losses of diversity? That's 1 death. And so if you had 10 Things, that means you're giving up in one battle group. Does that mean you're giving up roughly 3 deaths? That seems so bad. I bet you'd make that up. And then, yeah, imagine if someone couldn't finish their lane because they item out, then you'd be absolutely guaranteed to win. Risky, but fun to try. I guess we haven't had anyone item out in war in a long time. I guess even the Thing's been okay. Figure out how to get by them. Oh, there's that one war. Oh, that's right, poor Brett. He really ended up having to do that one on Flare. And, yeah, he didn't have... I guess he had that Quake, but the Thing was regenerating too quick. Oh, did you item out? Like, you ran out of... boy, it's like... I think my memory is gone. Last war was against SH10. You were on... Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, that's right, you did have a death. That's right, you had some... Because I remember Cam being extremely happy. Yeah, Eddie out is the worst, but even when I'm doing my path, it's so easy. I mean, just having to heal up Void. I think I got hit by Wasp once. That's right. Yeah, it's that magic on 23. Oh yeah, yeah. No, one death, and you have to use so many items to get healed up. Yeah, it's just more or less a disaster if you die. I can't decide if War would be interesting if they made it so hard, and that's what they said their intent was, that you would that almost no one could finish their path. Like imagine if they made the global node rage one season. I guess everyone would be bringing in like a She-Hulk, so they just wouldn't hit that hard. You'd have to like find these sweet champions. I guess Iceman or Ghost Rider would be great champions because then they hit, but they don't really hit that hard. But yeah, I can imagine if something like Rage was the global node and everyone had it, every defender had it. I mean, there must be a lot of wars where people wouldn't be able to finish. Maybe it'd make everyone hate the game and go crazy, but I think it might be a little interesting because I think we're right on the verge of having just voodoo everything in Rage. Yes, see, that's the problem. Like people would figure it out, but that'd still be cool. Imagine if all of Val, like when I was talking about new champs, like everyone was bringing in their voodoos to like go into fights. Actually, it's good to know about the voodoo. I hadn't thought about using him. This is one of my favorite teams. Like when I do arena, I always get these like little teams I make. It slows me down, and so this is like the big boy team. It's Kingpin, Hulk, and Juggernaut, all rank 4. They're terrible. They usually like against the Kang squad or Thanos team. Usually can just barely win. But okay, Rage is global. That'd be fun. And yeah, I think we're at this point in the Alliance War. It's getting close where the strength of the attackers is overwhelming the defenders, even with Thing coming in to the game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that threshold would be. I guess I'd start being concerned about Azkaban if like the best alliances were under 5 deaths, like you were having like 3-1 or 5-0 or 4-0. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're season 2 away from that. Maybe they'll be able to keep on making good enough defenders that it won't happen. But then I think putting a pretty challenging node, which is essentially what they're doing, would make it interesting. Maybe really like going the other way where just alliances wouldn't finish. But I have a feeling that would make people really upset, and yeah, and the hate for ban would be too much and not good for everyone. Empire, they're big. You'd face alliances who would die 1 or 2 times. Oh wow, that's I feel like even in the piloting of Season War, like we never I don't remember ever facing an alliance that died that few times. Like maybe 1 under 10. Of course, I can't remember. I could be totally wrong. And all the piloted alliances we faced died like once. Yeah, J11. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we were not. Well, I was not piloting. Maybe other people were. I know there was accounts that were shared, just as everyone had sort of shared accounts. Well, actually, I take that back. There was one war where like we were sure the other alliance was piloting. It was like really close. It was like 15-15, and there's like this huge debate in chat whether we should do it or not because we had one player who was just crazily good. I think he's in where's he now? It might be an ASR now. Named Sammy. Oh my God, Sammy was amazing. And so, we talked, and some people did, some people didn't want to do it, and finally like, well, okay, yeah, we have to do it. So I know for that one fight in that one war that we did pilot, but that I believe is the only time we ever like really like truly piloted a match. Okay, yeah, yeah. I remember watching BG streams, and he was like saying how upsetting piloting was, and I always used to think, I guess well, I mean, everyone was accusing everyone of piloting, so it was hard to even tell who was legit or not. But I'll say to J11's credit, we never got docked like the first couple of rounds. There was one season, the season right before I left, we did get docked, but it wasn't for piloting. That was long after the pilot wars, and I don't think anyone was doing that. I think there was a guy who was getting illegal units and got banned, or something like that, or maybe it was account sharing. I can't remember. Yeah, the pilot wars. That was an interesting time, and oh man, boy, were the stakes high. You know, those double length seasons. I mean, you just yeah. The difference between Platinum 1 and Masters was so much more extreme because, you know, those two seasons rolled into one. Oh boy, fighting Gwenpool. That doll she holds up to block. That is up there with the quacking of Howard the Duck as one of the worst features of this game. Though the quacking of Howard is by far the worst. Oh, there's that special little killer. There it goes. There's the reason why Ghost can't fight Gwenpool. I guess on that note, do you need someone who causes bleed? Is that how you get her down? Because, I mean, no one's special killer. I wonder if you put Magneto. He has the same power where he can't be killed by special. Maybe his is only reduced by percentage. Maybe he can be killed. It just limits the effectiveness. Seems like I'm fighting these King squads for an hour. Yeah, boy, streaming and grinding slows down your grind a lot. It's good because you can get away from the sort of the mind-numbing boredom of streaming, but on the other hand, you are faced with you just slow down, so it takes twice as long to do it. The Quake bug. I'm not sure what the Quake bug is. I was watching Panama Pete. He showed the bug, and I guess I've seen it before, but I've forgotten, where you can like freeze he was fighting not MODOK, and so like in the middle of his ghost fight, he just sat there. He's in trials and just totally frozen. I guess I don't know how to do that, but it looked very funny. Let's see. Okay, I got two more teams of 3 for my 4 stars, and that's gonna be it for me tonight. Let's see. Got a little ghost action. You can watch and see how terrible I am at playing her. But first, some Rogue. Rogue is another one of those champs. I absolutely love Rogue. I think she has the coolest abilities. I love that she power controls and regen. But boy, she just cannot hit. This is a rank 4, and she just does almost no damage. Oh, I can't wait to your rating. If it's on a 1 to 10, I'm guessing it'll give me -3. Yeah, Rogue, and also that really cool thing where she steals the person's their buff. I just wish the timer lasted a little longer. Like if it was, maybe now it's like a 2-second timer. If it was a 4-second timer, that'd be so much better because it's such a cool ability. Yeah, she's one of my favorite bad champs, I would say. But she could be cool. You just have to give her a little more attack and get that steal. And I think she should be able to steal passives too, because that's the whole point, is that she can steal their powers, and it doesn't matter if their powers are active or not. I mean, that's like, I think that's the comic book legend about her, where she just would take the people. Okay, here it is, Ghost. Phase. Panic. See, now I phase. I don't know if I did before I come. Got hit. Now I'm going to parry, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Phase. See, that's pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, see, it's that timing. Boy, you get me so quick. See if we can get into a special and phase into it. No, I waited too long, but no, just block it. Okay, let's try to get a special 2. Whoops, I messed it up. Now I'm not going to be able to get my special 2. I just have to wait till the phase timer ends. Oh, I missed it. I tried to dash back and get it. Well, at least I got him, but I'm sure that's not going to help the old rating. Oh, and then I blocked it because I forgot that she was phasing. See, boy, this character has just too much going on for me. Oh, yeah, look at that. That was master gameplay. Okay, German, 1 to 10, and the rest of you feel free to rate me. And I want the honest rating. I've never been scared of having like people criticize me. So, rate away. And I got your phase too slow. You got dash back right away. Okay, that's good to know. 2 of 10. Yeah, I think that's about right. Okay, well, we'll work on that. Dash back right away. So after I do my forehead combo, instantly dash back. Yeah, I guess I feel like I was always trying to sort of, what's the word, bait out an attack and see if I could, whoops, how come I did special 3? There it is. I was trying to bait out an attack to like have them throw it, but obviously that's not right. Yeah, she's so much fun though. You know, it's a shame she's so good because then she'd be like rogue to me, like an interesting character to play, and not just sort of play her all the time and in various event quests. Yeah, I know. It's definitely all about just figuring out the times to dash back and when to intercept. You know, it's so funny because I just never intercept like basic combos before, and so it's like a totally new skill. Okay, here's the last 4. Start another rank 4 team, the mighty rank 4 Magneto, courtesy of Variant. And I love taking Sentinel against any mutants. It's always just destroy city. You ever notice how Magneto, even though he has class disadvantage against tech, of course, but he's always good against them because they always are filled with metal. So I'm never sure if I should get the class advantage or not. And in exchange for his metal buff or their debuff. Spider-Man. He is the one character I cannot dodge at SP1 to save my life. Any time he's on unblockable SP1, unless I have Stark Spider-Man, I'm definitely getting hit. Yeah, Sentinel is definitely. Well, Sentinel's next. Now it's Magneto. I was about to say Sentinel's a character I'm considering for my next rank 5. He's good offense, good defense, but yeah, I doubt I'll do him. Hopefully, a new, more interesting character be out. Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom, Invisible Girl by then, and that'll probably be about the time I have my next rank 5 ready. You got to get a good defensive rank 5. Up. Enjoy the special. Okay, let's watch Maggie's signature ability in action. Can't tell if it did anything. Looked like he got just wrecked. We should use this Magneto more in defense. I feel he is, yeah. I guess we're always worried about giving Corvus. Boy, Corvus, he really is like eliminated 3 classes. No, not too close. I have like half a 5-star basic right now. Up. And that is the end of the stream because my batteries just ran out. Well, thank you all very much for joining me this evening. It's been great, and hopefully we win the war. It'll be my 9th one. That's the next one I have. So, what do they say in German? Strüke dir die Daumen. That means literally the Germans say, I'm pressing my thumbs for you. That's how we make good luck. So, other than that, have a good evening. Bonsoir, my friends. And, you know, you're squeezing your thumbs. You have 8? Yeah, I do. But we'll save that discussion for the next stream. Let's not use all our material for one night. Okay, mes amis, bonne soirée, good night, see you later.